So I received email from couple of person who looking for how to get Cisco iOS help. So why not, I would like to show you how to get Cisco iOS help. Might be you are the beginner, that's why you looking for these things, but obviously we are going to discuss. So how to get Cisco iOS help, or how you figure out which command is going to become the next one, what is the means of some kind of block letters, words, line, and so on and so forth. So before carry on, before discuss about those things, we need to understand little bit about the Cisco modes. The modes is nothing special than provide some kind of privilege, some kind of feature or a facility where you can work out. So first one is might be you have your switch, router, or something else. So all those have almost the same mode if you're talking about the Cisco. So user exact mode where we have a symbol greater than, so this is the host name of device, might be switch, might be router or something else, and then symbol greater than, that is known as user exact mode. Basically user exact mode we are not going to do anything, but yes, you can limit particular user so that user only can work out only on user exact. So obviously you can little bit monitor your devices interface and all those things, but there is there is limitation, I should say. The limitation you can get rid of it, privilege exact mode. Again, privilege exact mode also used for monitoring as well as little bit configuration. So here you will find hash value, sorry, the character is hash or a symbol is hash, going to use for privilege exact. So switch from user exact to privilege exact, you need to run or execute the command enable. Once you enable execute command, you will be on privilege exact, and after privilege exact, if you like to go to the global configuration mode, you can use configure terminal. So this is what the symbol configure and has. So these two things actually is you can say used to identify on which mode we working on. So we discussed about user exact, privilege exact, global, and I think so you know the little bit about all those things. Yes, we have couple of other commands so that we can switch back to the previous mode, like if we discuss about once you working on global configuration, you can write exit. Either you can also press Ctrl Z button to get back one step back. So good. So after the global configuration mode, you have some other prompts or a configuration mode also, like after global configuration you can enter to interface, subinterface, controller, line, router, and many things, many more I should say. By the way, Cisco also defined to show these things as logically separate, means able to identify easily. You are working config dot slash hyphen if, config hyphen subif, that means sub interface, then controller, line, router, and so on and so forth. Good. So this is what Cisco has also built-in mechanism where we can find out on which mode or configuration mode we working on and how we can identify using some kind of symbol. So good. What we are going to discuss about in this video, that is understanding the meaning of these things. Sometime you running some command and you find the block letters. Block letters means like a word, it can be like a line, it could be something else. So while you find a block letter, so make sure Cisco is actually not case sensitive. You can run command in block letters as well as a small letter. But if you question marks some getting to some help, question marks to get what is the next command, what you can run. So sometime you find in block letter means the help get from the iOS might be like a word, like a line. So these are the block letters. So this is actually user defined and it can vary. User defines means user can put anything and it vary. You can put whatever you looking for, what you comfortable with, which one you like most, you can put right there. And last and not least, CR stand for carries return. That so basically you can just press enter. Yes, you have means already completed the command, means that is sufficient command to understand by the router. You can press the carries return, either you can press the enter. So good. Sometime we find, suppose let's see, we execute some command like Aditya. So you will find invalid input detected. So this is the symbol. Thank you, CISCO. This is the symbol. It says invalid input detected at this point. That is marker. So it's saying that, hey, I don't know what Aditya is. What is command means? I don't know. Aditya is nothing. Aditya is nothing in my iOS. I don't know. You may running a wrong one. So this is how you can identify where you running a wrong command. As well as sometime you want to execute some command and you maybe command have couple of characters, couple of string, and you may using single or double like A. So it shows you this is Abingeous command. That means I cannot take decision behalf only single word or whatever word you provide. Might be using A, another command, maybe access list and something else. So there is several command who or which command is start from these character like A. So you need to complete all those things until and unless you press enter. Similarly, you find sometime such kind of error in your command prompt. So suppose you trying to change the host name, and before provide some string or some character after host name, you press enter and you will find the error message or a warning message or a notification like incomplete command. That means you need to put something else as well, not only the host name. You have to provide the name of host. Similarly, while you're going to apply banner or somewhere else, and suppose I take an example as a banner. So this is R1, we're working on global configuration mode. Banner message of the day or MODT, and then after I put a question marks. Then what we are going to see, you see a line, it's look like this, a line C banner text C. This is the matter where you can put something, and C and C, where is C is delimiting character. That means you can start writing your banner from the C word and you will finish banner from the C word. Let me take the example. Suppose you start using dot symbol, then after your banner hello, and you going to press enter. You are not going to exit out until and unless again you provide this symbol which is used while you starting to write a banner. So again you need to use that symbol or a character, whatever you uses. It may be @ it may be has, it may be character, it may be something else. So then after you also need to provide to end your banner, to complete your banner. And then after sometime you may looking for a particular command and you find static. Maybe you are running GNS, or you may working on live network or live devices. You may have a Cisco gear or Juniper. Right now I'm talking about Cisco. So the static shows that, hey, this is actually alias, user defined things. Alias is nothing special than the short name of a particular command. Means user can make the another name of command for their convenient. So he may be comfortable to run command S and press enter, that means so, and so on. SIR, so IP route. SIVR, so IPv6 route. So IP interface brief, so IPv6 interface brief, and so on and so forth. So the static where we can see this is source, this is user defined alias, okay. So another one is what? While you type so and press enter, then Cisco iOS again going to prompt you, hey, if you don't know which is the next command after so, you can just type so and then after the question marks you will find upcoming, or again I should say the next sub command which will be the compatible, which can you run with so command. So that is very good. And yes, there is couple of more thing that we are going to discuss. Why not? Let's finish the theoretical parts, and then we are going to play with Cisco gears. So might be you put a command Aditya, so your computer going to translate. Actually you looking, might be this is a command, you think on that way, this is a command, and then after you press enter, so your router going to look who Aditya is. Hello DNS server, could you please, this is the broadcast message, could you please tell me who is Aditya? If Aditya exists, I am going to take the telnet. Then after a couple of minutes or couple of seconds, you will find unknown command or computer name or enable find to computer address. You can just bypass this command using Control Shift then 6. Bypass this option means your system, your router going to hang while you execute such kind of command that is not exist in iOS. Last one is, while you creating username, put username and then after password, and after password you looking for help, you will find 07 in line. Let me define line, that means user defined things. But what about 0 and what about 7? A 0 is nothing special than, by default your 0, suppose I put password right there, Cisco, and press enter, that means my password going to store in clear text. Matlab if someone execute command so run and then config, he or she may able to figure out or find your password whatever you put right there. If you don't want to put that command, you can use 7. 7 is little bit different. Let me describe it once again. So if you are you have your desktop or a laptop, you running command inside your PC, and you seated right there, and someone looking from here and here and here, and you don't want to share them what kind of password you entering to, what password you going to apply. You don't want to see he or she who is looking to your desktop or a monitor, he is not able to guess out what is the exact password is. So you can put password 7, and then you can see 7 specify hidden password. Actually hidden means encrypted. Suppose if I will put this one right there so user may thinking the password is 1311120111F, but actually this is not that one. You telling to your router or at command prompt, I am going to put password that is already encrypted, and please consider it an encrypted password while I need to authenticate that particular device or using username and password. He will use the decrypted format of this password. For instance, actually this is test. So this is your password, but while you entering in front of some of guest, some of your colleague whom you don't want to share the password, you can put this one, and then after you can enter the test to authenticate. So that is very good. So a better idea is that to implement is these things on real devices on Cisco gear. So what I am going to do, I am going to turn on my devices, and then after playing with these command and let you know how you can execute these things. Alright, devices up and working. Since I am recording this video on lab, you can listen the background sound that is kind of humming. It's coming from the router. So let me go to explain all those things whatever so far we discussed. So let me make little bit larger. So first come with the prompts. So now take in the console from the terminal server. We'll discuss more about the terminal server, and let me exit out. And here you can see the host name, that is BR1, actually the branch router 1. I'm right now working on user exec mode. To switch to privilege exec, I need to run command enable. Means sometimes you don't need to enter all the words that belong to particular commands. I mean to say that if you execute en, then press tab button, you will find it automatically complete the command, or command completion you can use the tab button. So right now we are working on privilege exec. From here I would like to show all those things that we mentioned. So if you don't know anything about command, you can just use question marks, this one, and then after it going to show you in ascending wise, means ascending way, the command that start from the A, command that start from the B, C, D, and so on. If you press enter, you are going to find all those commands. I am going to skip that one right now. So suppose I would like to, I should go this one. So block letter means, so configure terminal, host name, then question marks. If you put the question marks right there, you can see the word. The word, as I told you earlier, this is in block letter, means user defined, and this is word, not a line. Make sure, suppose you try to put the name, hey, this is my router. So your router going to prompt you, hey, invalid input detected, which has such kind of symbol, means this. Since hey is a word, router able to consider hey is a host name, but again and again you put another word that is not recognized right there, because your router already told you this should be word, not a line. Okay, for line, let's see, I would like to use banner, and then after question marks, this is line. In line you can put multiple words, means why not, we are going to implement. So C, banner text C, where is C is delimiting character as we discussed. So I would like to start from the @. So I started inside banner mode, and I say hello, this is for testing, excuse me, this is for testing. And then after, if I will hit enter and I will type exit nothing going to happen until and unless you use a symbol that is @. So once you use the symbol @, you will going to exit out. This is what the way you need to understand in C banner text C, where C is delimiting character. Same character you can use, it could be symbol, it could be something else. Going to start with, in fact going to end with. So this is what the line is. So in line you can put multiple words or set of strings. So I hope so this is got clear. Means of the block letter, means of word, and means of the line. And the CR or a carries return, let's see, excuse me, carries return, I would like to show right there. So IP, suppose interface brief, and then after I use question marks, you can see. And let me make little bit larger so that is visible to all those things. And here at the end we have CR. So I also press enter, that's why it's so IP interface brief command going to execute. So yes, you can use IP interface brief. If you like to see additional things, you can also specify these things like your gigabit, GMPLS, your MFR, your loopback, your serial port, your tunnel, and all those things. So the carries return is nothing special than it says you this command your router identify, means the command can execute. If you're looking for do additional something more, you can put all other things. So we got the block letters, means of block letter, and these two things let discuss, why not. If I run or execute a command that is Aditya, actually it's good. This is going to resolve. So let me do something. Pause your screen. Yes, actually what happened, I have already executed the command no IP domain lookup, that's why it's telling like this kind of message. So suppose I execute the command Aditya, it's showing invalid input detected. And what happened if we execute command right there, again going to find the host name that has name is that the host name is Aditya. So looking for the host which has name Aditya, trying to talk with DNS server and find nothing. So this has been already we discussed, and now this is time for ibngs command. Even I cannot that is mbgs, okay. So let's see exactly. If I use the A, that means mbgs command. Since if you like to see how many of commands start from the A, you can see A access enable, access profile, access templates, ALPS, achieve, and auto. So there is couple of commands that start from the A. Since you provide A only, I cannot take decision which command I need to execute until and unless you provide the unique words. Suppose if I need to run auto, I just need to put A and then U. Since you start only auto, not for access and all those things, all those command I should say. So this is auto you can use. So we got the means about while we got such kind of message, that means we need to complete the command. And yes, in complete command we discussed, yes, this one. Let's see if we discuss for S and then what, where we can see S this is static, and static defined by the user. I can use S for so, I can use SIB, that is equivalent to so IP interface brief. Let me execute. Actually this is the alias, and alias is nothing special than a short name of your means a user, while user looking for make a larger command into within a word, he can define their own alias. Means might be he or she seem handy way to execute the command. I also use, suppose if I need to so IP interface brief, I am not going to put all those things. I putting right there so IP interface brief, and then after complete it. So yes, so static means this is user defined, and this is actually two things, this is user defined as well as this is the alias. If I run a command so your router telling me let's see, so if I run without space, make sure, so it telling me so there is a command, if I use space, so then after it showing me that you can use sub command after so AAA, so on, so ARP, so async, and so on and so forth. So that's very good. Sometimes it's also your router also prompt you can execute command, type so and then question marks, you will find sub command that going to execute. So I hope so far whatever we discussed you got clearly, and now this is time for discuss about these things. So good, make little bit space to work out. There we go. What I am going to use, so configure terminal, that is also alias. By the way, I should also tell you, suppose you're looking for a command that start from the C, so C, that is user defined, config T. So suppose you are going to complete the command, so the command start from the C, calendar, clock, copy, crypto, CNS. So CO command start from the CO, and then after question marks, configure, connect and copy. If I put right there N, and then after question mark, again we have two commands that start from the CON. One is configure, another is connect. So if I put right there F and then press tab button, automatically your router or your device going to complete, your iOS going to complete the command, hey, since you provide CONF, that is belong to configure. You don't need to write everything. That is very good. Then after I can also put the question marks and write there T for terminal. So automatically it's going to complete those commands. So you can also put conf and then T, that is equivalent to configure terminal, conf T, either my own define C. So that's very good. Another one is username Aditya, and then password, and what password I can put right there, 0, that is clear text. By default it applied to 0, that means line as well. And suppose you are going to select 7.1, and then after the word the hidden user password string. The word means, again, this is user defined. What I'm going to do, I'm going to copy that. So Control C, and then after right click on it and paste. And now a person who is watching my desktop, who is behind me, who is looking what kind of password I am going to apply, he or she may not able to guess what password is. He may thinking my password is 1311120 and then 11F. Actually the password is test. Let me show you. I'm going to copy that one, Control C, and switch on the particular URL. You can see right there, and going Control V, that means paste. Your password is test. So great thing. So now a person who is behind me, he or she may not able to figure out what password I enter to my router, but actually I enter the password that is test. So sometime if I required to take the console of this device, might be from the telnet or somewhere else, where your username and password going to apply. Now you don't need to put your password 1311120 and so on. Actually your password is test. Yes, you applied that password in form of encrypted, but at time of authentication you need to put test. So there we go. So far we discussed. Let's discuss about, let's go through whatever we learned so far. How to get CISCO IOS, how to get help of CISCO IOS, and we discussed we have 3 of mode where we can execute the command, and then after we have couple of other modes. There is up to 100 of mode, I think, and as I know, you can go furthermore and do experiment on it. Understanding the means, while you got something in block letter, that means user defined and it vary. Like word, there should be group of character without any space. Line, multiple words with space, you can put multiple words with space. CR stand for carries return. I think this one is G, I hope so, carries return, but I'm not sure, but might be. So carries return, you can press enter, and once you may execute some command that is not inside your iOS going to prompt you, hey, this is the invalid command you going to execute, and this is the location. Might be you are running, let's see, why not we are going to a username, excuse me, test, and then I'm going to use RRR. So now your router telling me or telling to you, this is good, this is also good, but this one is going wrong. Why so? Now you can use the question marks, and your router going to say, after username and defining username, you can put this sub command in front of username. You cannot use your own, that is RRRRR. So this is very good things or very good way to find out where you executed a wrong command. And then after this one and this one. So I hope so this will be informative for you. Thanks for watching.